Now, we're going to talk about how SolarWinds Service Desk can leverage generative AI for ticket summarization, AI suggestions to suggest resolution steps, help draft responses. We'll talk about our AI generated runbooks and processes, as well as intelligent problem linking. Where it starts. As we look at my ticket queue here, I'll jump into a ticket where a user let me know they're having a Zoom meeting issue. You'll notice a few things on the screen, and the AI does pop up all over the place. But I'll talk through things in a bit of an order, but we'll see right up at the top. The first thing is that intelligent problem linking. What the system and the Gen AI is doing here is giving me a heads up that we've had 6, in this case, similar incidents detected by AI. So that's the AI looking back through all the open tickets and telling me that they've seen 6 other instances of users having a Zoom meeting issue similar to the one that we're looking at here. From this AI detection or this generate problem, and I'll show you this in a second, I can generate a problem record, which will link those related tickets or those similar issues to that problem record so we can work everything at once. But before we do that, let's look at the AI suggested solution. This is the generative AI giving me as a technician a suggestion on how to solve or resolve this issue. The AI is nice in SolarWinds Service Desk because it is unique to your environment. It's not like a chat GPT that scours the web for every mention of the word Zoom. It is looking specifically through your instance at these sources, whether it be historical tickets dating all the way back to day one when we've seen all those Zoom issues in the past, knowledge-based articles or solutions that we've created relating to Zoom and how we can fix those issues, and then problem records that have been created before as well. So the system's going to look through your historical data and make a suggestion to me as a technician on what I should do to help solve or resolve this issue for the user. If we look here, it actually does identify that this appears to be a known issue affecting multiple users. It suggests that I provide the user with the standard instructions on how to join a Zoom meeting. So telling me, hey, I should probably reach out and send them the knowledge base article that we have on how to fix this, but keep them informed that it is a known issue and they'll be notified when the fix has been implemented. The next place we'll see it, and we can look here, I actually have that knowledge base article to send to the user. But there's also been some comments in this ticket already, and you'll notice even as I start scrolling, what's already been said. We let the user know we're working on it. We ask them to try to reset their password. They let us know that they have reset their password, but it doesn't seem to have fixed anything. So the next benefit of AI is the case summarization. So even just there, you can see me scrolling up and down to look and read through comments. So this AI incident summary is going to save me time as a technician. If I ever have to escalate to somebody else or my shift ends and somebody comes behind me, or even if I just get sidetracked or start working on something else and come back into this ticket, rather than having to read through a million comments, I can generate a summary. And the AI, in this case, very simple, is going to spit out an answer telling me the user is unable to connect to calls. They have tried resetting their password, but that did not resolve the issue. They provided some additional comments indicating that there was an experience or a problem connecting to Zoom calls. So very simple here, but saves a lot of time and effort as a technician rather than having to read through all those comments to get a quick synopsis of what's already gone on in this ticket. The same AI summary will be there when we resolve an issue to be able to generate a summary or a description of what was gone on in this ticket or what has gone on in order to fix or get to this point of resolution. These resolution descriptions and summaries here can be helpful to train the AI later on with those suggested solutions and any responses or summarization that comes up in the future. I'm going to leave this one open for now so we can talk through the generate problem, but this will give you an idea of how those summaries work. The other thing you'll notice here, and I should have mentioned it with the summary and the suggested solution, but the AI, the generative AI here, has a rating system. So as a customer and a technician, you can help train the responses and the suggestions that you get from the system. If you get something great, fantastic, give it 5 stars. If you get a response that doesn't really work in this scenario or isn't exactly what you'd expect, give it 1 or 2, and the system will learn that that was a bad response. And on the next go around, spit out something different that hopefully is a better answer to the issue. Generate problem. So this is that intelligent problem linking where, again, it notified me on the ticket that we've seen 6 similar issues, and it's going to help me as a technician create a problem record right away. Rather than having to go in and link and create things manually, it's going to give me a description of what's gone on that ticket. Still gives me the ability to create, and answer my root cause, my symptoms, my workaround, so that we have all the details in the problem record that we need to solve it moving forward. Any of the custom fields and other information I might need, how many people are affected, what products, technologies. But then we'll notice here all of the related items. And it actually picked up a couple more as it was generating that problem. But here's all those other Zoom issues that have come in so that I can quickly create that problem record, have all the tickets linked together, and then work through that issue to solve it for everybody. And as you've seen before, or hopefully know before, the system does have the ability, all of these linked tickets on a problem, when we eventually close that problem out, we'll have the ability to resolve all those tickets. So another time-saving factor as a technician, rather than having to close or execute a resolution on 9 individual tickets, I can simply close the problem record that gets created and close out everything at once. The next place we'll see Gen AI is with runbooks and processes. This can be very helpful as you start to build out your workflows, whether it be in the service catalog or the runbooks within the setup for automation rules, or plug and play for standard operating procedures, or things like approvals and processes like new hire, access request, equipment request, etc. And again, the knowledge base can help here too. We can actually leverage those to create processes. But I'm going to do it. Let's go into the service catalog. I'm going to show you an example today of how we can generate a workflow from a document. And there's a few different ways we can leverage AI to generate a workflow as we build through this service catalog item. So if I was going to create a request for new equipment, I'll want to fill out the inputs. That's my form. What information do we need to capture? What kind of device do you want? When do you need it? What's the business justification? And then the process is that workflow where I could go through and manually create my different approvals, set my different tasks. But I can also leverage the AI to either generate a process from free text where I can just type out a scenario, do this, do that, do this, do that, and it'll create a workflow for me. Or if I already have that information documented in PDF or Word, I've got an example here I'll use. And I'm going to select this laptop procedure document. Plugging in that document, and I can show you what the doc looks like as well. But it's basically just a Word document saying, when a user submits the request, I want to route that request to the user's manager for approval. Once that request gets approved, we need to make sure we have the device in stock, image it appropriately, and deliver it out to the user. So a fairly simple workflow for an equipment request, but again, a way to leverage AI to save time as a technician, or leverage our already standardized processes and procedures that we have documented to create those workflows in the service desk. So you'll see here, and if I pull up the doc, you can see exactly what it looks like. But it was just a simple Word doc outlining the request should be submitted by the user, route to their manager for approval. If it's approved, go to the hardware team to procure the laptop, image the device appropriately, what happens on decline, and then once the device is imaged, send it out for delivery to the end user. So the AI takes that document, creates the workflow for me. It's going to send approval to that user's manager, give me a task to procure and image the laptop, and a final step here to deliver that. And actually, the next final step is for the user to verify that they've actually received their laptop and confirm that delivery. Let's look at another quick example here. The same AI can be leveraged to generate processes outside of the service catalog as a runbook. So runbooks can be used outside the service catalog for tickets. Anytime there's a standard operating procedure of what we need to do for certain scenarios or different types of tickets that we get in. I've got a lot of different examples in here, from password resets to critical infrastructure response to simple VPN troubleshooting. Let's show you how the AI can generate a runbook here from just a free text prompt. And I'm going to keep this very simple, but we'll just say do step 1, do step 2. David has to do step 3, and then we can resolve this ticket. Again, I know that's a very basic description and text here, but just for sake of example, it's going to generate that runbook for me and create that process or the workflow that I can then plug in to any ticket that comes through that meets the requirements or could be solved leveraging this runbook or this playbook that we define. And I should simply get a workflow that gives me 3 tasks for step 1, 2, and 3. Again, very basic example there, but it gives you an idea of how the AI or generative AI can be leveraged to create those processes or those runbooks. Thanks for watching.